Minasan, ohayo gozaimasu, and it is 4:30 in the morning, and I realize this is a chaotic start to the series, but welcome to Nature Walks and Talks. Oh, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2025. So on today's plan, we're going to be I'm going to be showing you how we celebrate the first day of the new year in Japan, and we do something called Hatsuhinode, which is basically going to watch the first sunrise, and you usually do this from like a scenic location. So of course we're going to be climbing a mountain in the dark. I'm going to use this opportunity to show you guys some of like the prevention strategies for wild animals and how to like keep safe when you're going hiking. So if you're interested in that, please watch this video. And after that we have an even more chaotic plan. So if you're interested in that, please watch. Can I go back to bed for 5 minutes? Just 5 minutes. Okay, but like, why does it feel illegal to be leaving the house at this time? I genuinely feel like someone's going to come and arrest me. And as you can see, the sun has not come up yet, but it's getting lighter. And I don't know if you can see, but that is the mountain we're going to climb today. And due to Anisha's poor time management strategies, we are later than we expected. But yeah, that's just Anissa. I don't know if you guys can see as well, there's the moon somewhere over there, and it's very pretty. Okay, so we have arrived at the foot of the mountain, and my first tip with animal attack prevention is wear a headlight and like have a flash like this, like a flashlight. This basically shows like animals like wild boars that you're there and to stay pretty clear of you. So that's my first tip. So my second advice is to actually play music. Personally, I like kind of aggressive music because I feel like it scares away the animals more. So we're going to be playing Stray Kids. So just like this, and then if you just walk like this, either this or a radio is fine. Again, it's just to warn off the animals and let them know your presence again. Okay, let's go. Okay, so actually there's like a lot of cloud cover today, and it's at like the worst point because it's at like the bottom where the sun would be. So the sun has technically risen. Oh, sorry, there's a black kite like right up here. Can you see? There he is, he's right above me. He's like, what are you doing so early in the morning? Okay, sorry, we get very easily distracted by animals. But that's basically what this YouTube channel is about. So, yeah, we rushed up the mountain because I arrived here at like 6:40 and I'd planned to arrive at like 6:15 because of my terrible time management strategies. Yeah, so basically we had to like run up the mountain, so I didn't get as much time to film as I wanted to, even though it seems like I ran up the mountain and now there's like no sunrise, which is a little bit sad, but we shall see the sunrise soon, hopefully. But yeah, so I didn't actually get to talk to you about the dangerous animals that are in the forest. I talked a little bit, but yeah, so we're gonna use this opportunity now for the sunrise not being rising, not risen. We're going to use this opportunity to talk about some of the other dangerous animals that you might come across when you're hiking. Two of the animals that you could see when you're hiking, which are like dangerous, are snakes and wild boars. But luckily, there are no wild boars. There are no wild boars. Yes, there are. There are no snakes out in winter. So, yeah, that's basically, as of spring, then you should probably like worry about snakes. But right now, if you come in winter, you don't need to worry about snakes. And wild boars, as you can see, like nothing happened to me. And usually they don't come to you if you make yourself present. If you do like startle them, that's basically when the problems are going to arise, because they get frightened by you. If you're like very quiet, you just like walking in the forest in the dark with no flashlight, you're not talking, you're not having any music on, no radio, nothing, then like they do have a great sense of smell, and probably they can smell you, but you could also catch them off guard, and which is why it might make them defensive and want to attack you. This isn't the case for all wild boars, however. There are plenty of instances where they really just don't care about like if you're there or if you're not there. If they want you out of their environment, or if they feel like they don't want you there, yeah, they're just gonna attack you. So yeah, that's another thing. We do have wild dogs in Japan in a lot of the mountains. Basically, what people done is, people being people, they had dogs and then they couldn't keep them, and yeah, they just like released them into the wild. So there's like a lot of wild dogs which over the years have become more wild. So they're not cute, friendly dogs. Don't go and pet them, but like you're not stupid, so probably you wouldn't. Probably, right? Another animal that you are likely to see when you go hiking is suzumebachi, or the Japanese giant hornet. We did do an entire podcast on like the 5 dangerous animals in Japan where we talked about them a little bit more, but they're like the worst animal to see in a forest. They're scary. Most of the time they'll leave you alone though, but like literally I was hiking 3 weeks ago now, and it's cold, so I didn't think that there would be any suzumebachi, these Japanese hornets, out, but oh, there were. Yeah, he was literally, I was just walking and he was like checking me out, and he was like right here, like this distance where this panda is, he was right here. And yeah, he was just like checking me out, like, what are you doing here? And what did I do in that instance? Usually you should lower your body. You should like kind of like crouch down. But for me, I was already crouched down like enough that I couldn't go down any further. So yeah, he like came down to me. So yeah, because if you crouch down, it means if they're like here, and you're like here, you're kind of like out of their line of sight. So that's what I would recommend for you to do. And honestly, every time that this has happened, like I've been approached by susumibachi, like the most out of all dangerous animals in Japan, or all animals in Japan probably, and I just ran. I just ran every single time. For most animals you shouldn't run, but for me, I don't know, I feel like it's a natural instinct. Oh, and we can almost see the sun. Sorry, very easily distracted, but there is a little bit of sun coming through the clouds, but you can't see it properly. But still, I'm going to show you anyway. So join me now as we have our matcha and we have a little chocolate here, because it's very cold, so we need our matcha, you know. Ugh, it's very green. Cheers. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I poured this well into the flask. I'm making a mess. Well, it's the new year and Anissa still doesn't know how to drink liquids, so that's nice. So the Hatsuhinode, or the sunrise of the first year, is actually considered to be a lucky thing. So this tradition comes from the Shinto religion in Japan, and it is said that on this day, for example, now the Toshigami, which are New Year's gods, they appear on this day. So they're appearing right now. I can't see any, but they're there, and what they do is that they bless their followers with good fortune and prosperity. So hopefully it's gonna be a good year next year. 2025 is the year of the snake in Japan. So basically, snakes were considered gods in Japan a long time ago. And literally people didn't kill them because they thought that if they killed them, bad things would happen. You know, snake beliefs have unfortunately changed a lot about over the years in Japan. And people now, they have an attitude towards them similar to what other countries have, where they find them a nuisance and they don't like them because they're dangerous, which is fair. They are dangerous, but no, literally, in the past, snakes were like, it was taboo to kill them. There was one story. This is kind of like story. I read it and I was like, is that true? Because if so, like, that's kind of scary. But basically, a long time ago, there was yamakagashi, which is a type of venomous snake that we have here in Japan. It's one of the most dangerous venomous snakes in Japan, but I mean, it's not that dangerous. Basically, at this time, snakes were thought to be the ancestors of people that had died. So reincarnations of people who have died, basically. There was this yamakagashi snake, and it was around this man's house, and for whatever reason he decided to kill the snake, and shortly after his son fell extremely ill. Like instantly he fell ill. He didn't have any like past like problems, so yeah, he just fell extremely ill very quickly, and so they went to like a shaman, is that what you call it? Basically like one of these spiritual people, and they were like, what happened? And literally told them like, that yamakagashi, that snake that you just killed, that was your ancestor, and it was like reincarnated to like protect you, and you just killed it, so that is why your son is now sick. It was basically, you know, protecting the family and protecting their health, and then they killed it, and then from then the health of his son went down. So that's this was an actual story that happened, so that's kind of scary, but you know, it would be kind of nice if people did still have those attitudes towards snakes, because you know, there's so much like ruthless killing and like really inhumane you know, killings of snakes. And honestly, like, I think it's fine if it's kind of like a low scale killing, but it's not. That's not how humans do things, as I'm sure you know. They're used in snake wines. A lot of, like, thousands and thousands of snakes are killed a year to be used in snake wine, and literally so much so that there was this like snake wine company that went bankrupt because they killed like all the mamashi snakes that they were using in their snake wine, and then they realized like, oh, we've killed all the snakes, so there's no more snakes left, and so they had to start like importing other species of pit viper. So mamashi are basically pit vipers, but they had to start importing other species from like China and Korea to use in their snake wine, because they basically killed all of the mamashi that existed in that local area in Japan. Obviously there's still tons of mamashi, they're not like going extinct or anything, but it's just an example of, you know, like how crazy people are. I'm sure we're very aware, but you know, so it's kind of sad that, you know, these really like strong beliefs about snakes, like you absolutely must not kill them because, you know, they're like gods. It's just kind of sad that we lost a lot of these beliefs in Japan, because consequently it has coincided with huge losses in snake numbers. So happy year of the snake. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this part of the vlog, and as I mentioned at the very start, when I woke up at like 4 a.m. this morning, we're going to be doing a very chaotic thing afterwards, which is more chaotic than this, and that is we're going to be going from Kagawa to Iwakuni to go and see a really famous shrine for Midoshi, for the year of the snake. So if you're interested in seeing the white snake shrine, this really like culturally significant and precious shrine, then please continue to watch this vlog. Hi! And the rain has just started, so we better go fast. Okay, see you guys soon. Bye bye. Just on a side note, it's not rain, it's snow, because it's so cold. So yeah, goodbye. 包み込んだ
すごいね。
もっと遊んでこれ。ね。ウェルカムのないちょっと安いところがいい。これ気分一緒にするの？そうしかない。それ借りたりとか。そうだね。
左奥の前のところ。
階段だ。
あんまり長くないよね。